Hey Marilyn, Comptroller Lierman here with your April edition of Catching Up with Your Comptroller and our top 5 events of the past month. First and second, April marked the end of both the General Assembly session and the deadline for personal tax returns. Although legislators have returned home from Annapolis and tax returns are in, our team is now busier than ever. We are reviewing statutes, including the new laws around IT and income taxes that the General Assembly passed. We've created a dedicated webpage where we will share regulations and FAQs for business owners and Marylanders to better understand these new laws, and we will do our absolute best to ensure a smooth implementation process. We're also working to process, correct, and issue refunds. As of April 15th, we had processed over 2.5 million tax returns and issued $2.5 billion in tax refunds. Hundreds of thousands of Marylanders filed tax returns in the final few days before April 15th, and we're now processing online and opening envelopes in our mailroom. We were also this season very proud to offer Marylanders access to Direct File, a partnership between my agency, the IRS, and Code for America. We had thousands of Marylanders take advantage of this free, secure online tool, and it's my hope that the Trump administration will not cancel it. Third, I was delighted to celebrate Earth Day this year by releasing our latest report in our state spending series. This series issues papers that examine the types of infrastructure the state spends money on and how we can ensure better value. Our latest report detailed categories and costs associated with climate change, and it explores potential funding strategies to pay for new investments to address climate change. We also hosted 2 panel discussions on climate impacts and investing in creating a more resilient state. These discussions highlighted how Maryland must actively consider the ongoing costs of climate change and address these challenges with our partners. Thank you to all the panelists, including Senator Hester and Delegate Fraser Hidalgo, for making this event and the impact of this report a success. Fourth, I joined Representative Johnny Olszewski and Attorney General Anthony Brown for a town hall at Towson University. I appreciated hearing from residents of Maryland's 2nd District about how the reckless actions of the Trump administration have impacted their lives. I shared that we at the Office of the Comptroller are partnering with our federal delegation and the Attorney General to ensure that Marylanders have our full support. Finally, number 5, I presented at the Maryland Asian American Business Conference, an important event hosted by the Governor's Commissions on Asian Pacific American Affairs at the Universities of Shady Grove. The Asian American business community is an integral part of Maryland's economy, representing 14,000 firms that employ thousands of Marylanders. In fact, these businesses bring in more than half of all minority business enterprise revenue in Maryland. Starting a business is, in many ways, a decision built on bravery, a step in support of neighbors and an act of faith in oneself and in our fellow Marylanders. By becoming a business owner, these folks, they're going out on a limb, and I'm committed to making sure that that limb remains strong so that Maryland's business owners are able to support themselves, their families, and their employees. I look forward to hosting the first ever Comptroller event celebrating our AAPI Heritage Month in May. We're accepting nominations for the AAPI Comptroller Community Champion and Public Service Awards. Those are due on May 4th. To learn more about everything I just talked about, please visit our new website, marylandcomptroller.gov. Thank you, and see you next month.